How's it going? Robin here. Guys, welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising. So I've been doing a series on starseeds, and today I'm going to talk about Arcturian Starseeds. So I'm an Arcturian Starseed, and I discovered that just sort of by following the trail of information I was receiving from my guides. I actually took a starseed test to help me identify where I originated from as a starseed. So I'm going to, oh, here comes Lacey. Hi. I'm going to pin a comment with the link to that test that I took so you guys can help identify where you originated from as a starseed. So I'm not sure what Lacey wants. Go sit down. So I'm going to talk about Arcturian Starseeds a little bit, about your mission, about the qualities and traits that Arcturian Starseeds have in common. And I also have a Dragon Oracle card to share with you guys. So I'm just going to go on a pause and encourage Lacey to go sit somewhere else. Hold on. Dog mom problems. So let's continue on with this discussion about Arcturian Starseeds. And of course, I love your comments and you guys letting me know which type of starseed that you are. All right, so the origin is Arcturus, and this is home to the most advanced civilization in the galaxy. Okay, so this is the angelic realm. So if you guys feel like you have a strong communication or a strong bond with angels, this is very possible that you guys are a Arcturian Starseed, okay? I feel very surrounded by angels constantly. I talk a lot about angels on my other channel. I've got a video playlist called All About Angels. So, I mean, that really resonates for me. And I do believe that this is the 11th dimension, although I didn't write it down during my research. So the mission is something that really blew my mind. The mission of an Arcturian Starseed is to become spiritual shaman on Earth. So I've done a video on shamanism, like modern day shamanism, and that's on this channel, Oracle Rising. So a shaman transmutes energy so that you can work to your highest level. So to me, a spiritual shaman is taking people's pain, misery, tragedy, life story, and transmuting it. And that just means like alchemizing things, taking what you have, releasing it out into the universe so that you can bring in higher levels of wealth and abundance, of a spiritual healing. So for me, this is very powerful when I found that out, to become a spiritual shaman, because I never saw myself in this position where I would have a channel that trying to help other people out through whatever issues and challenges. And then when I started doing research on starseeds, and I found this really resonated for me. So if you're an Arcturian Starseed and you feel like you are here to help people on their path of spirituality and sort of like soul cleansing and, you know, stuff like that. You could be somebody that helps people meditate, or, you know, have a yoga studio, or just some sort of really Zen practice, and being able to see people right to their core. I think that's, you know, I think it's beautiful, and I just really want to encourage you guys as in Arcturian Starseeds to follow the urges that you're getting, the signs that you're getting from your team in spirit, your angels, your God, you know, whoever you have supporting you in the background that are always with you to help you realize your destiny as a spiritual shaman here on Earth. So I have a bunch of traits here of Arcturian Starseeds, and I actually laughed out loud while I was writing these down, because if you guys knew me in person, you would completely understand that these not only describe me, they define me. So you might find this in common, and I really want you guys to feel free to comment which one is the most definitive for you as an Arcturian Starseed. So I'm going to start off with some bullet points here. You do not sugarcoat words, okay? So for me as an individual, And as an Arcturian Starseed, I get right to the point. I just don't see any need to sort of add poetic prose to any sort of message that I'm about to deliver. And it can really shake people up because people like to dance around the truth, and I'm not that type of person. I like to just really get to the point. So this one really resonated with me at a high level. And then the second one I have here is being highly opinionated. This doesn't mean that I'm standing on a soapbox telling the world, well, I mean, to a degree, here I am on YouTube telling people my opinion and my discoveries. But I believe in what I'm talking about. And this could be you. You have an opinion on something and you won't be swayed from it. You know what I mean? It's like how some people, they want to believe in something until somebody comes and pushes them into a different realm of thinking. This is not you as an Arcturian Starseed. You have an opinion. It's based in fact. You will research all your facts so that you know what you're talking about. And you believe in your truth. Okay, so I find this is really, really beautiful. Okay, so the third point here is being outspoken about things that are not right. Okay, so, and there's a lot of wrong going on in the world right now. So you could be the type of person that intervenes when you see somebody being bullied. If you see some sort of practice, there's people that run their businesses like, I don't know, like they're just not nice people. You could point out things related to like human trafficking. You could speak up in the workplace when I'm not getting the word here. When your rights are being violated as an employee. You could be the type of person that starts petitions, if we're being taxed too high, and everybody is. It's just ridiculous. You could just really intervene when you see something that is like, it's wrong, but it could be a standard practice for people. And 99% of the people watching it, observing it, might just go along with it, but not an Arcturian Starseed. You're absolutely going to do something. You're going to call whoever needs to be involved to right a wrong situation. So I love that. Okay, so this one, you guys, is you have an excellent BS detector. And you're probably an empath in the bargain as well as an Arcturian Starseed. So even if somebody is a very practiced liar, or they just like to fool other people, you're going to be able to see right through them because you're going to pick up on their energy. They can be as practiced a liar or, manipulator as anyone, but you're going to be able to see that come through because you can sense their energy. You probably know they're going to talk up a storm of crap before they even open their mouth because you saw them coming because of their energy, and you're like, no. So you might have a very low tolerance for people that are just not truth speakers, okay? And that's huge. The next point I have is that you could really like to get involved in deep conversations. Like really light, fluffy conversations might not appeal to you because they're not going anywhere. For me, like, I really can't stand conversations about things that don't matter. If it's somebody that I don't know very well and we just want to talk about the weather and, stuff like that is not really relevant, but you want to pass time and have a little bit of small talk, that's kind of not my thing. I really like to be with people, and this is you too, that you can talk about things that matter to you. And that'll be different for each and every one of you. So I find that really resonated for me because I just, like, if I had to go to a social event and people are making small talk, I'd rather just sit by myself and observe than get involved in something that just seemed so, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Loving to be a sounding board, I have a lot of people coming to me and like expressing their challenging difficulties with life, and I love to hear that. And sometimes it can be really draining, so you guys have to really watch your energy when it comes to stuff like that. It's all fine and dandy to be listening to people, either they want a solution or just somebody to, unfold to, but you've got to protect your own energy at the same time. But for me, I love it, especially as a parent and like a close friend to people. People sometimes email me or message me, and definitely in the comments, you need help, so I love that. It makes me feel really, I don't know, I guess cherished and useful. And again, this all ties back to that spiritual shamanism that we talked about as being the Arcturian Starseed mission. So, you could put yourself in a position actually where you have that kind of a career, something. You could be a psychologist or, a spiritual leader in some way. So I think that's really cool. Emotionally connected. Being emotionally connected, like you can really fine tune into where somebody's emotional state is. And this is because you're so good at reading their aura. So you can connect to that in an empathic and empathetic way, and you can choose to either associate with it or not. So this is called protecting your energy too, because you're probably, like I said before, an empath. So you have to be careful of whose energy you're observing and allowing into your own energy field, because it can take you a while to recharge after being subjected to extreme negative energy. So this last one here, the last point that I have for you guys is being intellectually advanced. So I find that really fascinating. You could have been the type of person that was bored rigid in school. You really want something that is going to engage your brain. You don't have a lot of time for fluff. So you're like a really hard fact person, but you've got a very soft side, and you're here to help people. Your mission is to help people, okay, in a very spiritual way, and probably help them transform through their dark night of the soul and through their hermit mode. So, if you're an Arcturian Starseed, definitely let me know. I don't know any in real life. So it would be amazing to connect with other Arcturian Starseeds. And like I said at the top of the video, there is a dragon associated with Arcturus. So this is the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. So you can call on this dragon to help you in any sort of spiritual matter. Dragons are spirit guides, okay, and they come from different dimensions. And I'll see if I can read this. This dragon will help open you to knowledge for the new golden age, which is very important as a spiritual healer, okay? And then there's really fine print. This carries the energy of the future, and they are a guiding light. So if you guys are in need of a really strong guide, an ascension guide, a spiritual guide, and you're an Arcturian Starseed, you might really want to call on this dragon here. Again, it's the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. And I actually just pulled this dragon down off of my vision board in order to do this video for you. He resides on my vision board so that I always have a line of sight. And my vision board is where I sit to meditate. So I always have a look at my vision board. I connect with this dragon and just do my meditation in absolute peace and know that my dragon is here for me. So this is really cool, you guys. Again, I'd really like to hear from any Arcturian Starseeds, and I just want to send you guys love and light and many blessings. So do take care. Bye. Bye.